Welcome back. So we were talking about how to keep yourself safe on the internet and on your computer. So basically, Tilina, most of the viruses, forget about the social engineering stuff. The viruses that automatically get copied onto your computer from a USB drive, it might be from an email. So basically, viruses works because there are problems in your operating system on your application. Because if you take most vulnerable softwares on your computer nowadays is Flash, Java, Java Virtual Machine, and Adobe Acrobat Reader. Those are the most three vulnerable softwares on your computer. So what I normally do is Flash is no longer necessary. I mean, like I haven't had Flash in my one of my computers in 2 years. If you use a Mac, by default they disable it. And for Acrobat Reader, Acrobat is basically used to open up PDF, right? So if you have a Chrome browser, basically Chrome will show you PDF.
Or you don't need extra software for it.
You don't need extra software for it, or else you can install like a free software called Foxit Reader, which is less prone to security issues than Acrobat Reader itself. So these kind of thing, little things you can do. And again, what you can do is if you are logging into a computer, if you have the administrative rights, especially on a Windows computer, administrative right is where you are logging in as a system administrator, where you have the right to install software, delete files, do anything on your computer. What I would recommend is when you get a computer, create a second account as a user. This is in Windows. On Mac, it's basically everyone is not an administrator, you run as a user. When you want to install something, the Mac will ask for the username and the password. Similarly, on Windows, if you create a user account, this will save you to a certain extent. So even if you get infected with the virus, the full system won't get infected in most cases, only the user profile itself get infected. So that you can at least install a virus scan and clean it. And the most important thing is, a lot of people hate this as well. I think everyone, even at office, complains. When you switch on your Windows computer, what happens is?
It asks for the password, right?
Yeah, and then it runs for when you're in like a real hurry. When you want to switch on your computer, it goes to Windows Update, and run that update for. It takes some fair amount of time in certain cases. But I would really recommend keep that Windows Update enabled and keep it automatic. And a lot of people don't know this. Windows updates don't come on daily basis, even though people feel like it, like this is always happening to me.
Yeah.
Windows updates only come once a month, the second Tuesday of the month. That's when Windows updates get released. So if you have a computer online, you only have to do this once a month. And keeping Windows update not only help, it will protect you from viruses as well. How it works is, for example, let's talk about a bare LAN, right? Protected by a wall. The bugs and security vulnerabilities are like the holes in that wall. So if you put a virus scanner, it's like putting a dog to guard those holes. The dog might see someone trying to sneak in through the wall, he might not. So if he luckily sees that, he might be able to stop it. But the proper solution would be to plug that holes, right? So you need to plug it out. So software updates do this. They plug the holes in the operating system plus applications. When I say you need to update, doesn't mean you have to update it from Windows 7 to Windows 8 or Office 2000 to Office 2015. What you need to do is update that software to the security patches that the provider releases. So this is why it's important to have genuine softwares on your computer. A lot of people would say, hey, I can't afford it, because if you buy a Windows license, that's about 13,000, 14,000 rupees, the basic version. And if you buy Office package, it's about 12 to 13,000 for the basic one. If you want Outlook, that comes to about 30,000 rupees. And it costs more than the computer itself, right? The software. People don't realize this, but the software itself costs more than the computer. So there are alternatives as well, right, Tilina?
Yeah, open source softwares and free softwares.
So there are a lot of free softwares out there. When I say free softwares, it's basically free. The source codes are free. The software itself is free. And all these things are free. So basically, you don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
So after this break, we'll talk about what those softwares are, how you can find them, how you can use them, what are the pros and cons of doing so. So see you after the break.